March, have those boxes of Depends come in yet? Have they come in? Well, when they come in, Marge, I want you to do this for me. I want you to take every Depend out of that box and iron them. I know, they're just adult diapers. I know that, Marge. But what if I was in an accident somewhere and I went to the hospital and they were taking my clothes off and they got down to the underwear and they saw my Depends? Well, they're going to think that's funny, aren't they, Marge, huh? They're going to think that it's funny that the President of the United States of America wears diapers. So that's why I want them ironed. I like every article of clothes that I wear, my shirts, my slacks, everything I wear, Marge, I like nicely pressed and ironed, including my Depends, because if they look at my Depends, they're going to think he's really a top guy. I mean, look, he's really a good-looking guy from top to bottom. No pun intended, Marge. No. That he's a top guy because all of his clothing is nicely ironed, and they're going to think highly of me, Marge, if my Depends are ironed. So iron them, all right? I don't want to hear anything about they're just diapers and all that crap. And well, I know it's crap, Marge. I know it's for crap. But I want you to iron them for me. Marge, there's very little that I want you to do in life. That's one of them. I'm a bag magnet, and I want my undergarments. Marge, I want you to iron them, okay? How hard is it to iron them? I could do it blindfolded. I don't want to do them. I've got to run a country, Marge. You don't understand. You're just a doctor. Dr. Jill. What are you, seriously, what are you a doctor of, Marge? Huh? Are you a real doctor or are you just a teacher? I don't, look, I'm the president of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands. All aboard! Anyway, I'm a bag magnet, Marge, because when I go to the Senate, when I go to the Congress, there's a lot of Democrats that think I'm tops. There's AOC, there's Nancy Pelosi, there's Nancy, what's her name? Nancy Diarrhea, or Water? Nancy Waters? Yeah. And they all think that I'm tops. And frankly, they like to get in my pants, Marge. No, I mean, yeah. No, I really mean it, yeah. Don't think they wouldn't like a piece of this, Marge. Marge, you don't know how lucky you are to have a guy like me that's a bag magnet and a president all at the same time. Yes, I know I'm 81 years old. Yes, I know I walk like a grandpa. I am a grandpa, Marge. How many grandkids do we have now? 7, 8? We're not going to count Navy. We're not going to count Hunter's escapades with that tramp that he knocked up. Navy might be a nice little girl, but look, I don't want her in my life, and I don't have to have her in my life, and she's not going to be in my life. Hunter's, other than that, Hunter's a really nice boy. He's been a nice, I don't care if he's on drugs and he's got weeds in the White House and all those rumors that and his laptop and his whores and his hoes. I don't care, Marge. He's the smartest boy. He's the smartest guy I've ever met. And he sure has done a lot in Ukraine and China and Russia and all the oligarchs. What do you call them? And he's done marvelous work, Marge. If he hadn't done marvelous work, we wouldn't be sitting on 3 multi-million-dollar estates. And that doesn't count all the other bank accounts and things we have. Marge, you don't know how lucky you are. First of all, to be married to me, to live in the White House. I've seen you checking out yourself in the mirror in the different rooms of the White House, Marge. I've seen you checking yourself out, winking at yourself. No. There's no need to be embarrassed because I do the same thing. I do the same thing every mirror in the White House, Marge. I look at it and I wave. I wave to myself. And Marge, I have a lot of friends because when I wave, I see a person that's standing there. Could be in an armoire, or could be in just a mirror on the door, a mirror in the bathroom, a mirror on the wall, mirror on the wall. And I see that person, and I wave to that person, and they wave back to me, Marge. Those people they wave back to me. Isn't that nice, Marge? They wave back to me. And I think, boy, that's sure nice of them to wave to me. They really must like me. And, and it doesn't matter what hand I use to wave. I could use both hands. And they wave to me exactly how I'm doing it. And then when I walk away, they walk away. Marge, it's not a reflection. I know what Marge, do you think I'm dumb? It's not a reflection. They're actually friends in the White House that are waving to me. I know what reflections are, Marge. I'm not stupid. Anyway, I'm not stupid. I know what I'm doing. I've always known what I'm doing. Marge, it's going to be a tight race, Marge. It's going to be a tight race between me and Trump. We're trying our hardest to get the president, the ex-president, put him in jail or prison where he belongs. And we've got these trumped-up charges, Marge, and we're trying to get the guy in jail, that he'll be a jailbird, that people won't want to vote for him come November, that they don't want to vote for him because he's a jailbird. He's a convicted criminal that shouldn't be allowed to be our president. He's not going to be my president, Marge. And we've got things in place, Marge. We've got things in place where well, we've got boxes and boxes, millions of ballots that people are filling out now. They're filling out now and signing their name to it. We've got a list of hundreds of thousands and millions of dead people, including dogs, Marge, and we're filling those ballots out, and there's a lot of mailboxes and places, drop-off boxes, and we're filling up we're going to fill up our trucks. We've got a bunch of trucks and a bunch of station wagons, Marge, and people are using their cars, and we're just going to take these ballots to the drop-off boxes, and we're going to stuff the heck out of them, Marge, and then we've got 15 million voters of illegal aliens that we're going to have vote. They're trying to get them to vote, and they'll vote for us, or else Trump is going to deport their asses out of the country. Let's see what I can do here. Oh boy, I've got some some water here, Marge. Our body's made up of 85.9% water. Do you believe that? I don't believe it. I don't believe it at all. You look at your body, you don't see any water, do you? In fact, 100% of your body that you look at is not water. Maybe inside's water. I don't know, Marge. There's blood, there's guts. I don't know. I don't know what's inside, and I don't care what's inside. I'm glad I have those Depends, Marge, because yesterday I shit in my pants 10 times. Normally it's only 5 times, but it must have been those tacos I had, Marge. I shit myself 10 times. And Marge, I want you to wash the diapers out. That depends. I want you to wash them out. Don't want to buy new ones all the time. I'm on a budget, Marge. I don't care if you don't want to wash them out, Marge. What do you think we have a big washing machine down in the washroom in the White House for? Though, that's right. That's to wash my diapers out. I've got 2 washing machines. One is for the Depends. I know there's big pieces of shit sometimes, Marge, and before you wash them, you're supposed to take a big spoon and take that big turd off the Depends, put that in a little sack, throw that out in the garbage, in the recycle bin. and then once you get the great big pieces of turd off of the Depends, then you put the rest of it in the washing machine, and then you put the Tide in, and then wash it, and then iron it once it dries. Once you put it in the dryer, then you wash or then you iron it. I don't care if it's Marge. I don't want to wear a Depend unless it's ironed. If you want to just let me wear new ones all the time, that's fine, Marge. But we're on a tight budget. We can only steal so much from the American people. And we're trying our hardest, Marge. We're trying our hardest. But I'm sure grateful for the people that are protesting, like Greta Thunberg, and people like her and AOC, and people that know what the score is as far as the weather is concerned, and what the Palestine situation is. Well, we're not going to send weapons of destruction to Israel, Marge. We're just not going to do it. We're not going to do it. I need the Muslim votes, Marge. And if I support Israel, I'm not going to have the Muslim vote, am I? No. So once I'm elected for a second term, then I can do a switcheroo, and then I can let the Israel have the weapons, and everything will be fine. At that point, I don't care if the Muslims are mad at me, because they can't vote again anyway. I have 1 term left, Marge. If you're on board, then let's do this thing together, Marge. I couldn't do it without you, Marge. I couldn't do it without your support. And you've been a trooper all the way with me, Marge. And when our term is over, Marge, we're going to buy another couple of big multi-million-dollar homes, in the Hamptons and different places, and we're just going to live the rest of our life, Marge, in the lap of luxury. And who do we owe it to? Well, we owe it to me. That's true, but we owe it to the good American people that we've taken money from, and they've been lied to, and they've been the sucker. they're a sucker and they've been lied to. And but I don't know that if Trump gets in, all this party's going to be over with, Marge. We've got to make sure that Trump doesn't get in. We have to make sure that he remains. That he goes to jail. He goes to jail and goes to prison, and he's not. And people are going to think, I don't want to vote for someone's in prison. I can't vote for a jailbird, and then they're going to vote for me, Uncle Joe. I'm doing a great job, Marge. And people, as a general rule, Marge, think I'm a top guy. They think I'm tops. They know that when I go to a conference and media ask me certain questions, that I'm not afraid to answer their questions because I know what their questions are beforehand, Marge. See, that's the difference between other people and me, is I know what's going on because I know what their questions are, and I know who's going to ask the questions. And I read the notes, my crib notes before I go to these meetings, so I'm prepared, Marge. Doesn't matter what the question is, I have the answer. Sometimes I have to excuse myself, and I have to go out and take I've tried taking a shit in my diaper before, Marge, in a meeting, and it doesn't work. I had a shit in my pants in the Queen of England or in the UK. They're still talking about it, Marge, that they heard me fart and so forth. And then I was doing an interview the other day, and I got up during the questions that she was answering or asking, and I got up and I had to go shit in my pants. Well, I'd already half shit in my pants. So I had to go to the toilet and finish shitting my pants, Marge. And I took the diaper off and just shoved it down the garbage can and wiped the best I could. And then, I just got on Air Force One and I was out of there. And I don't know what they thought, Marge, when I got up and left during an interview, but I don't care what they thought because I'm the president. I'm the president, Marge, of the greatest nation on the face of the earth, Marge. And we've made it that way. And with the help of people like AOC and Greta Thunberg and Chuck Schumer and different people, Maxine Waters and Nancy Pelosi, all these figures, all these prominent figures have kept me in the White House, Marge, and I'm grateful for them. And we don't care about the Marjorie Taylor Greens of the world and people like that are full of crap. And anyway, we're going to do our best, Marge. I need your support, Marge. But first of all, I need you to get the boxes of Depends, as I said 18 minutes ago. I want you to get the. I don't care if they're new out of the box. I want them ironed in a nice. I want them nicely pressed, like my pants are, like my slacks are. And then when they're ready, you can lay them, on the bed, and I can put them on one by one as I shit myself. I can put them on one by one, and then you can have the, the blessing to take my shit diaper and then wash them again. Like I said, the hard pieces you just kind of scoop off, get it off there. We don't want it to plug up the washing machine, Marge. Get it off there, and then once it's just kind of liquid shit, put it in the washing machine, put a box of Tide in, and wash it. How hard is that, Marge? I've got my job as the president, and you've got your job as a helpmate. Helping me do my job as efficiently as possible. And that's all there is to it. That's the name of the game, baby. What a bunch of losers.